A Memorial Day shooting at Pritchard Island Beach Park in southeast Seattle left 3 people injured. A mother, her 10-month-old, and another child.
What a holiday, huh?
Man.
And beyond that, now a community is left wondering why.
But make no mistake about it, if this kind of violence is not acceptable, we will investigate, we will hold people accountable, and we will make sure that people can feel safe in their communities.
Mayor Jenny Durkan addressed this after a community walk in Capitol Hill. She hesitated to call it strictly gang violence, but mentioned they believe that the same people could be involved in recent shootings.
We believe, as the police have indicated, that there's a number of rival gangs that are having some turf issues. So we're continuing to investigate that.
So we believe it was an exchange of gunfire between 2 groups. And what happened is in that crossfire, innocent people were caught up.
Deputy Chief Mark Garth Green said the ATF is assisting to try and link last night's casings to previous scenes.
What we find is a lot of times when there's the one shooting, there's 2 or 3 follow-on shootings, and those are the ones we're definitely trying to intervene and stop so we can keep the other folks from getting hurt.
He said he spoke to family of the victims at the hospital last night as investigators work to track down those responsible and find out why.
We believe that it's probably gang involved. The difference a lot of times with the gang involved shooting is members that were involved in the shooting are gang members. We don't know if it was a gang beef or if it was simply somebody had disrespected somebody's sister or somebody else, and that caused the commotion.
If we don't dig into them and give them an internal value, a lot of times the external value has no meaning.
Youth advocate Willard Jimerson Jr. spoke from the scene where Royale Lexing was killed earlier this month. And he wants to nip violence in the bud, not through police work, but by supporting programs like those at the Seattle Urban League that invest in kids before they feel the need to resort to violence.
And is just as integral, and it needs to be as supported as any of some of these different other aspects that we consider to be important.
A message echoed by Durkan.
The number one thing we can do ahead of this is really to be providing those proactive strategies that are about community engagement, and making sure that communities are the first front line to make sure that there are ways to resolve conflicts other than through violence, and to provide opportunity, particularly for youth, starting at a very young age.
All this as the community waits to find out why. Michael Crow, King 5 News.